Luka Doncic, Lakers debut was a success. I mean, right from the jump, we seen the energy from the crowd. We seen what the Lakers would look like. Finally, side by side, Luka Doncic and LeBron James on the court at the same time. And honestly, there's going to be success going forward with this Lakers team. Deondre Hawkins here with another edition of Lakers Talk Daily presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. You know what the one thing that blew my mind is when LeBron called Luka and said, hey, look, do you want to come last when they announced the starting lineups?
Yeah, he texted me in the morning. He said, whatever you want. And I said, for him to text me that, it's just amazing. So it shows what kind of person he is. And, you know, he let me have my moment, so I really appreciate it.
So he said, it's your choice? Or when you said whatever you want, what do you...
Yeah, he said, whatever you want. He texted me, whatever you want.
And so what did you text back?
I mean, today, if he can let me be this one, but from now on, he'll be the last.
Because you know LeBron James is normally the last one to get his name called in the starting lineup. And no, he gave the honors to Luka Doncic. He gave the honor to Luka Doncic to get his name called last when the starting lineups were announced. And that just goes to show you, man, like this team is going to be built different, man. I mean, we know that this team for the future is going to be built around Luka Doncic. We know Luka Doncic tried to go out there, and they went to him and said, hey, look, we know we need a big man. Who would you like? Who would you think would fit with this Lakers team currently right now? And obviously he went out and some things happened. The trade got rescinded, whatever. But when you go inside the game last night against the Utah Jazz, I get it. The Utah Jazz, not a very good basketball team. However, when you go out there and you execute the game plan and you don't leave any room for error, you just go out there, put your foot on the gas, and put the teams away like that early. It's a good sign to see because we know Lakers struggle to put games against below 500 teams away early. They like to, there's games where they stay in there and teams fight back and the Lakers end up being in crunch time. They have to go out there and execute late in the stretch, and then the game gets tighter and tighter when it doesn't even need to, and the Lakers are significantly better than those below 500 teams. But it was great to see. Luka Doncic, yes, he did struggle shooting the ball. We get it. He's going to get his rhythm. He's going to get his feet wet. I thought there was a couple of possessions he was a little bit too unselfish compared to when he was playing with the Mavericks, where he was damn near trying to take over. But again, it's a comfortability thing. It's a spacing thing. It's to see where he fits on the court along with LeBron, Austin Reeves, Rui, and they're on North Forth. But man, his ability to rebound the basketball and push the ball ahead up the floor to LeBron James when he's breaking out and running, that's a good sign because Lakers now can play at both paces. They can play it fast, they can play slow. You know, Luka Doncic does not get sped up very often. He plays at his own speed. But to see the Lakers get rebounds and outlet up the floor and LeBron James going out there for a breakaway layup, and no one's going to stop LeBron James. I think LeBron is at his really, really best when he gets down the court, head down, straight to the basket, and looking to get fouled. That's when LeBron James is at his best. When in the open court, when there's one-on-one, especially in a fast break, LeBron James 9 out of 10 times is either going to get fouled or it's going to be and one. And that's what I like to see from Luka Doncic. Getting the ball, outletting up real quick. And then when you see, there was a possession I saw where Luka came off a down screen, they collapsed on him, and he kicked it out to LeBron James, and LeBron James made an attack to the basket. They collapsed on him, and the shot clock was winding down. They made one more extra pass. Instead of LeBron James doing a turnaround, tough fadeaway shot, no, he jump stopped in the paint, gave the ball straight to Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent knocked it down. The spacing with the Lakers team is a little bit different because now they have the ability to play small ball without a big man in the lineup. And I want to talk about that because we know they have there's no real starting five. Jackson Hayes is their starting five. What is that going to look like going forward for the rest of the season? We'll talk a little bit about that right after I let my partners at Pechanga give you guys a quick word.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
I just can't wrap my head around it that Luka Doncic is a Laker, man. He's really a Laker, and his ability to see the floor is it's phenomenal, man. Like, he can see from numerous angles. Him coming out the pick and roll is dangerous, and I see why the Lakers wanted to get an athletic big, a lob threat big, because Luka Doncic's ability to come up that screen, throw it up real quick, and lob dunk. Jackson Hayes caught back-to-back lobs from Luka, and there's a point where it was from Luka to LeBron to Hayes, and that's what we're going to see. And people are saying that, oh, ball dominance. Nah, man. It takes a whole team to win a championship, man. I get it. There's gonna be moments where your star players are gonna have to take over, but to get the best out of your team, the most out of your team, and seeing him being very unselfish, that's a good sign, because now you know there's going to be times where he has to be selfish, and he's going to take that accountability to be selfish. I do want to mention one thing before I go into what the Lakers are going to do going forward without a real starting five. Luka Doncic actually took pride on the defensive end. There was a couple possessions I was very locked in on defense on him, because that's the biggest thing, the biggest concern going into for Luka Doncic is how is he going to defend? We know he had that injury, the calf strain, but he rehabbed it the correct way. He said he's 100% ready to go. They thought he was on minutes. He was on minutes restriction, 30 minutes. However, I feel like going forward, Luka Doncic is going to be fine because he nursed the injury the right way. But defensively, he was actually trying to get resistance. He was actually showing up a fight on that end. There's a couple times when the Utah Jazz had a couple of passes and they're moving the ball around the floor. Luka Doncic, when he was in help position, he was able to come up and close out on guys. And all I ask and all I want to see is, if you get blown by, at least make it an effort. At least don't just let that lady defense here just go right by me. No, at least give pride and show fight and show resistance. And I'm not going to lie to you. I get it. It's Utah Jazz. But Luka Doncic showed that in a couple possessions that he's willing to take that next step and take pride defensively. I'm telling you, JJ Redick is going to hold accountability when it comes to that end of the floor with Luka Doncic. We're not going to discredit his offensive ability, his talent as far as the offensive end. He's one of the generational talent. We know what he can do offensively. But what's going to help this team is him taking pride on the defensive end. So going as far as with the big man, that people are going out and saying, hey, look, Rob Pelinka dodged a bullet. It's a good thing that this trade got rescinded and they saw what's going on with that physical with Mark Williams. So what is that going to look like? There's no real big man that Lakers can go out and get that will make this team different for the right now. And with that being said, if there's no real big man for the right now, if what you're trying to do right now, if you want to try to contend for a championship this season, then don't go out there and try to get someone who will not be able to give a big spark with this team. Someone who can play at least 4 to 5 minutes a quarter, give that spark off the bench, or if he can be in that starting lineup, cool. But right now, there's no real name to go out there. The Lakers can be like, okay, he can make a difference to this team for the right now. So the Lakers should wait, slow down, because they can play two different ways. They can play small ball. We saw Finney Smith being matched up with the 5, and we see Jackson Hayes actually doing well. He's been doing well. Don't think I can rely on him being a starting 5. I get it. I can't stress that enough. But the little things that he can do, rebounding, playing hard. He has to stay out of foul trouble, though, if he's going to be a starting 5. He has to stay out of foul trouble, because without him, there's no real size with this Lakers team. So Jackson has got to learn how to not be off balance, not fall for every pump fake. He has to stay disciplined, stay on the ground, stay out of foul trouble. Lakers need to test the offseason with the contract buyouts and the expiring contracts. Therefore, that's where the Lakers need to go. Their attention for a big man needs to be in the offseason. I don't think it should be either right now. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But as always, appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, peace.